Hear that thunder already? Yeah. She's coming. Gray skies, heavy winds already, and rain intermittently all day. That's what I've been dealing with so far. And the storm hasn't even struck yet. Hurricane Helene won't be here till about tomorrow morning, but we are getting ready here in my garden, home of Florida Plant Mama, Zone 10A, Central Florida. While we are not in the eye of the storm, or the projected path does not include Central Florida in the eye of the storm, we're expecting tropical storm winds, heavy rain, heavy winds here in Central Florida. So I have gone ahead and put my little plant babies in a more secure location of the patio so they don't get pummeled by the storm rains. I've moved the fiddle leaf plant as well. Both of them have been relocated from their location here to there, and the seedlings have been moved from there to here as well. Now, I haven't done a whole lot this time around. Generally speaking, I try to keep the yard hurricane prepped during the entire hurricane season because you never know when you're going to get a hurricane. This time, fortunately, again, we're not projected to be in the eye of the storm. However, we are expected to have heavy winds and rain. So the yard is essentially ready for that situation already. There are a couple things that I added, or a couple things that I did just to make it a little bit more secure, like putting up those seedlings. But for the most part, there's nothing major to do for tropical storm winds in my garden at this point, because I stay at a ready state during hurricane season. I've placed my seedlings down on the ground instead of in the little seedling caddy here. We've also secured this seedling caddy to T-posts with these zippy ties to keep this little plastic flimsy thing from flying away. All of the pots are heavy enough that they should be fine in the fruit area. Okay, these pots should all be okay for tropical storm winds. We've stacked our Adirondack chairs. I will stack them even further. We'll put the 4 together and maybe move them to this perimeter a little bit later. These are pretty heavy. They should be okay for tropical storm winds. They've made it through tropical storm winds just fine previously. If we find that things start to blow around a little later, we'll come out and remove them. Same thing with the umbrella going into the garden. Down here, I've gone ahead and taken down my hanging pots to prevent them from flying around. And I've trimmed the Barbados cherry tree. I want to make sure none of the limbs have potential for snapping and breaking and then causing damage to the rest of the tree. So anything that was scraggly or rubbing up against anything else or just looking vicarious in any way, I went ahead and snipped. Same is so for this avocado tree, and now I need to go back and collect avocados. So I've got to harvest these avocados from this tree to prevent them from falling off and then have me not be able to eat them. I want every avocado this season, every single one, because those squirrels had a feast last year with my avocados and the year before. So let me just go ahead and pick these babies now. They could still grow a little bit more, but as it is, avocados do not ripen on the tree. You have to pick them in order to ripen, and I don't want my avocados to be lost in the storm. Avocados can be frozen when ripe. They reconstitute just fine after defrosting. You just have to freeze them with the avocado intact. A lot of people will be getting gift of avocado over the next couple days. Yeah. Okay, so avocados are picked. We'll get those picked up and moved indoors. Let me show you what else I've done to prepare for the storm. The waste paper baskets have been secured to the ground with landscape pins, so those should be okay. All of the bags should be fine. And we've got all of the pepper plants secured here with their little trellises. The trees have essentially all been trimmed. I have cut back all of the foliage that was kind of blocking the walkways and cleaned off the paths. And things are looking pretty secure for the storm. You can see over here, I've got bags of soil. Basically, I got compost and topsoil to make some soil because I wanted to start more seedlings in trays. But when I found that the storm was coming, I decided to use those bags as weights around my apple trees. So apple tree number 1 there and apple tree number 2. The apple trees have grown taller, so they're a little bit more top heavy. I just want to prevent these pots from tipping over in this area with heavy winds. Might as well put those bags to use until I need to use them for the intended purpose that I purchased them. Okay, these bananas, this is a new rack that just came out not too long ago, and we still got another rack here. It's not exactly ready to cut down, so I'm leaving it. I'll have to check on the tree and see how it is after or during the storm. We've got another bunch of bananas back in here that will also be left. I don't know if you can see. Oh, here they are. Right there. Can you see them? There. They're not ready either, although they are approaching being ready. I'm hoping that the winds won't be too bad and those trees won't be affected. Those banana stalks will not be affected, and we can come out and not have any damage. So I didn't cut down those bananas because they're not ready, and I haven't been able to time the removal of the bananas from their tree just right. So I take them down and it takes forever for them to ripen, and then they all ripen simultaneously, and then I'm stuck with 100 ripe bananas. It's already starting to rain. It's been raining on and off all day, actually. We did get one heavy band earlier this afternoon. Let's grab these avocados. And we are definitely expecting more. This is what I'm doing to keep my garden safe during Hurricane Helene. I will keep you posted on what this place looks like after the storm has come through. I pray that you will all stay safe and that your gardens fare well. Thank you, welcome, and come again. Have a blessed day.